Can we use our favorite Pythagorean theorem in this situation? Good day everyone. Let's try to answer some problem posted on Facebook. And also, special credits to Master Christina for sharing this wonderful question. And let's start. Here's the question. We have given 3 squares, and the area of the small square is 1, the area of the medium square is 8, and the question is, what is the area of the large square? Now, if you want to try this problem, just pause this video, and if you're ready, here's the solution. And I hope you pause this video. Now let's see if you got the correct answer. I will provide 2 solutions in this question. The first one is by using the law of cosine, and the second one is by using our favorite, of course, Pythagorean theorem. To start with, let x be the side of this big square. And since the area of the small square is given, it follows that the length of the side of this square is simply square root of 1, or simply 1. And the length of the side of this medium square is simply square root of 8, or 2 square root of 2. Next, what we're going to do is to find the measure of this angle. Now the question is, how do we find the measure of this angle? We know that the angle around this point is equal to 360. Now we have 90 degrees on this square, we have 45 degrees, and we have 90 degrees. Therefore, 90 plus 90 plus 45 will give us 225. Now this angle is simply 360 minus 225 degrees, or simply 135 degrees. Now at this point, we are now ready to use the cosine law. And again, cosine law states that the square of the side of a plane triangle equals the sum of the squares of the remaining sides minus twice the product of those sides and the cosine of angle between them. So in short, we have a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc multiplied by the cosine of a. Now applying this cosine law to this triangle, we have x squared equals 1 squared plus 2 square root of 2 squared minus 2 times 1 times 2 square root of 2 multiplied by the cosine of 135 degrees. Now this x represents the length of the side of this square. And don't forget our goal. Our goal is to find the area of this large square, and it is simply x squared. Therefore, if we simplify this expression on the right hand side, we will get the area of the square. Now simplify, we know that cosine of 135 is negative square root of 2 over 2. Now multiply all those terms and we get that x squared is simply equal to 13. Therefore, the area of the big square is simply 13 square units. And we're done. And now, here's our second solution. So we will force to use the Pythagorean theorem. Let's begin. Our goal in the second solution is to use our favorite Pythagorean theorem. So to do that, we need to eliminate this question mark, this 8, and this 1. Next thing to do is to draw the diagonals of this small square, like this. Now since the length of the side of this square is given, which is equal to 1, therefore, the length of the diagonal of this unit square is simply square root of 2. Also, don't forget some properties of the diagonals of the square. Diagonals of a square is perpendicular bisector of each other. Therefore, the length of half of the diagonal is simply square root of 2 over 2. Also, the other part is square root of 2 over 2. Now at this point, let's focus on this triangle. Now we know definitely this is a right triangle because the diagonal of this square is perpendicular to each other. Now at this point, we can now use our favorite Pythagorean theorem. We have c squared equals a squared plus b squared. Substitute all the given values and we have x squared equals 2 square root of 2 plus square root of 2 over 2 squared plus square root of 2 over 2 squared, wherein x is the hypotenuse, 2 square root of 2 plus square root of 2 over 2 is one of its leg, and square root of 2 over 2 is the other leg. Now what we're going to do is to simplify first, and we have 2 square root of 2 plus square root of 2 over 2 will give us 5 square root of 2 all over 2, and just bring down square root of 2 over 2 squared. Now simplify, 5 square root of 2 all over 2 will give us 50 over 4, or simply 25 over 2. And square root of 2 over 2 squared will give us 2 over 4, or simply 1/2. Now simplify, 25 over 2 plus 1/2 will give us 26 over 2, or simply 13. Therefore, x squared equals 13, and we know that the area of this square is simply x squared. It follows that the area of this square is simply 13 square units. And again, we're done.